Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Loc Goddess. Welcome back to my corner where I inspire others to dream more, live more, and become more. So in today's video, this is gonna be one that is a promise video that I have been meaning to record, but now that the hair is laid and slayed, we're about to be getting into why I cut my locks. So a lot of people have been asking me, you know, oh my God, what made you cut your hair? It was so long, blah, blah, blah. We about to get into all of that today. So yeah, if you're interested in knowing why the Loc Goddess chopped inches of her locks off, then make sure you keep on watching this video and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you like the new look, and let's just get straight into it. So first of all, I want to just walk you guys through the process of what actually made me cut my hair. Like, why? The big question is why? Like, why did you cut your locks? So the truth is, and I don't know if I'm going to include pictures yet, I don't know if I'm at that point. The reason that I cut my hair, guys, is because my hair was not healthy. Like, it was not in a healthy space anymore. I feel like at one point my hair was in a healthy space, but ever since the pandemic hit is when I really noticed my hair kind of start to downgrade. The first thing that I noticed is that my edges were like, they would start to thin out. It kind of like runs in my family for us to have, like, you know, hair problems and like thinning and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be honest, I feel like mine was definitely like self-induced, meaning I think that I caused, you know, my edges to start thinning because I would wear my hair up a lot and stuff like that. So whenever I do, you know, my hair videos where I'm telling you guys what not to do, like don't wear your hair up a lot, you know, don't cause too much tension on your edges. This is the reason why. The reason why I was able to film all those videos about how to make mistakes and quickly ruin your locks. The reason is because these were mistakes that I had already made, and unfortunately for me, there was no going back. So the damage literally was basically, it was already done. That basically was the number one reason. Like, I started noticing that my edges were getting thinner, and then the even worse one was that I noticed the middle of my head was thinning real bad. Like, y'all, it was giving bald spot in the middle. Like, I'm not even being funny. It was thinning really bad. And so I immediately noticed, like, once it really hit me that my hair was thinning, I feel like my whole confidence toward my locks just shifted. Like, I never really wanted to like wear my hair in certain styles that would kind of show the center of my head. I didn't really want to come like even on camera to show too much of like my edges, because I just felt like for me it was very obvious, and some people may have even noticed it too and just kind of never said anything. Once I noticed the thinning between, like, you know, the crown of my head and also the center, I was like, okay, like something is not right. That was the thinning in like 2020 when I really noticed that. So fast forward to 2021, I noticed that my locks would literally, like, now y'all, if you've been on my channel for a while or if you've seen my locks before, my hair was literally like pretty much down to my butt. Like, my hair was sweeping the top of my butt. But basically right in the center of my lock, it would get really thin. And so I think that had a lot to do with pretty much just like stress from like styles, and especially rubber bands. And so I think I've said this in videos before, but if you're gonna be wearing styles where you have rubber bands in your hair, you do not want to keep them rubber bands in for a long time, because for me, it literally weakened my lock shaft. Sometimes I would be putting my hair up in ponytails, and as I'm literally trying to like secure the scrunchie, half of my freaking lock would slip out. Half of my lock would slip out. It was really bad. And so I quickly noticed my confidence, honestly, like my confidence toward my hair, it started going down, because I was just like, what is going on? Like, I was panicking, I was freaking out, because it got to the point where so many would come out. Now my locks are looking like they're different lengths. So I have some that are like, you know, really long and they come all the way to my waist, and then I have some that legitimately would stop like up here. So I feel like over time, I guess I just didn't realize the damage that had been done from my lack of a maintenance routine and all those things. So again, when I make these videos for you guys, like these recent lock videos that I do, a lot of these have everything to do with the mistakes that I made that I don't want other people to make. Anyway, so that's essentially like the why, so to speak, right? So now leaning more into the process of actually cutting my hair, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I feel like it was a very, and I'm sorry guys, the sun is setting, so the light, actually let me go close my window, I'll be right back. Anyway, okay y'all, so I closed my window, so my lighting is looking a lot better actually. Who is that girl? She's calling. Baby, it's the V for me. It's the V for me. Oh, okay, so I was pretty much talking about the process, like, okay, what it looked like when I decided that I was gonna cut my hair. So first of all, y'all, I just wanna say shout out to my friend Rob, because y'all listen, y'all better thank her. Thank her, because if it was not for Rob, I legitimately was about to cut all my hair off, y'all. Like no bob, no nothing. All the locks was about to be gone. I was about to be giving Jada Pinkett from Set It Off, you know, a little itty bitty marble head. That's what I was about to be giving, for real. My friend Rye, I have been texting her a lot, like I would say over the last month or so, and you know, I was being really like transparent with her, and I like, there was even like one point where I was texting her and I was actually crying about my hair because I was just like, my hair, like I felt ashamed, I guess. I felt kind of embarrassed. I also kind of felt like I was feeling like an imposter in a sense, because I'm like, you're here giving like all this lock advice, but your hair is literally damaged, you know? The routine that I was doing, those were things that I was trying to do like now in the current space that I'm in. But unfortunately, you know, it was a little too late because my hair was pretty much already kind of going downhill. When I was texting Rye, I was just like, oh my God, like I think it's just, I just need to cut my hair. Like I'm tired of just not feeling confident, or you know, I'm tired of just like having to deal with like the thinning, blah, blah, blah. Like what's the point? Like I think in my mind, I was really just like, what's the point of holding on to dead hair? It's just like with loose natural hair. You know how like when you have dead ends, it's like, you might as well go and cut it because it's not gonna grow the way it's supposed to. It's actually gonna stunt the growth of your hair, if anything. Like it's not gonna be able to grow back full and healthy if you don't cut the damaged parts off, right? So I was texting Rod and I was just like, it's gonna cut my hair off. Like I was just over it. Like at that point, I just wanted to feel good again. When people would give me compliments about my locks, like I would say thanks, but in my head I would be like, but they damaged though, you know? Like I couldn't even like really accept compliments. And so when I was texting Ra about it one day, like she just responded and was like, Britt, why don't you just cut it like into a bob? Like you don't gotta cut it off, just cut it into a bob. And I was like, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. You ain't lied. Boom, boom. You might got a point there. Like I reached out to my loctician and I was asking her, or well, no, scratch that. First of all, I went to YouTube and I'm gonna leave a screenshot of the video that I came across. I can't remember the YouTuber's name. This one video in particular, I really loved the way hers came out. Like everything like that, it looked really good. So I was like, that is the cut that I want. So y'all, literally 2 days later, I was on my way to my loctician to get my hair cut. So I reached out to my loctician and I'm like, hey girl, like here are like some inspirational pictures for a cut. Like, do you think you can cut my hair? I wasn't sure if I would have to go to like a random person, so I'm scared because I'm not trying to be out here looking like Maxine from Living Single. Like I needed my cut to be bomb and I'm very particular about my hair. So when I reached out to my loctician, I was like, hey, you know, do you cut locks like into styles or whatever? And so when I sent her the picture, she was like, oh yeah, I can definitely do that. Literally 2 days after having this conversation with Ra, I reached out to my loctician, and that Friday I was literally in her chair getting my hair cut, and that's the video that you guys saw. If you haven't, I'm gonna make sure I link it above and also link it in the description for you guys. And I cried like, listen, I was very emotional that day. I was having anxiety, butterflies, but I was excited at the same time. Like I feel like the moment she did the first snip, it's like there was like a huge breath of fresh air that just kind of came across my body. Like, whew, like I instantly just felt a bit of relief. So that's what I would say. Like for me, I knew that I made the right decision when she actually cut my hair, and I didn't feel any regret. I still don't feel regret, to be honest. Like to this day, I do not regret cutting my hair at all. I feel like it was the best decision ever. Also, if you guys did not notice, she also colored it. So my hair is like jet black. I'm back to my original. My natural hair is like it was like a dark brown, but I felt like I wanted to do away with like the blonde streaks and all that other stuff. I just wanted my hair to just look fresh, and it was honestly the best decision that I could have ever made for my hair till date. So now we're just gonna get into some of the pros and cons of having a shorter look. One of the pros for me is, number one, my confidence. Like I don't know if y'all could tell, but your girl is glowing. I feel good. I feel like I look good. I really like the grown and like mature sleek look that the bob is giving me. I didn't even really give y'all, haven't even really seen the hair. Like I haven't even really shown y'all up close, but this is the length. So it's like pretty much shoulder length, you know. Let me try to get closer so y'all can see. So this is it from the side. this is it from the back. I don't know if y'all can really see this, but this is it from the back. First of all, clearly my loctician did that. Like, she gave me exactly, like literally exactly what I wanted. And then when I got up and I walked out of that shop, like my confidence was through the roof. Like, I felt better. I felt like my hair looked better. It looked healthier. It felt healthier. All of that like dead, dried out hair was just gone, and it felt so freaking good inside and out. Like inside and out, it felt very liberating. My confidence in my hair again, like knowing that I made the right decision to, you know, cut my hair off because my hair was not healthy. Was it difficult? Absolutely. Like, I never ever saw myself cutting my hair into a bob or cutting it off anytime soon, to be honest. But you know, I was at a point where I was okay knowing that I was doing something that I knew was gonna benefit me in the long run for my hair. So my number 2 pro, I would say, is the convenience, y'all. It is so convenient to maintenance my hair. First of all, I be in and out of the shop in 2 hours. Like, what? Listen, I used to legitimately spend a minimum of about 4 to 4.5 hours in the shop when I had my longer locks. So I would say short hair is really that girl, seriously, because like I said, in and out in 2 hours. I couldn't tell y'all the last time I've been in and out of anybody's shop in 2 hours, okay? And I'm talking wash, retwist. You know, more than likely it doesn't take as long because I don't get a style, because my hair is my style. Like, me rocking it short, honestly, I probably won't get any lock styles anytime soon. Yeah, but I would say the convenience, like even when it comes to moisturizing my hair, like I don't have to necessarily worry about going all the way down like to my waist, literally, to moisturize my hair, or I don't have to worry about my arms hurting as much when it's time to wash it. Like, it's just, it's so convenient, y'all. Like, I cannot stress that enough, honestly. But it's also cheaper because my loctician, she charges by the length. So anything that's like shoulder length and above, it's only like $65. So I'm like, let me get that, because I definitely was literally paying about $90 to $100 every time I would go into the shop when I had longer locks. So another pro for me, I think, is this like number 3 at this point? I'm not really counting, but another pro I would say is that it's less weight. So for me, it just feels like it's just easier to maintain because I don't have to worry about so much weight being on my head. Like, when I put my hair up in a ponytail or in a bun, it's not super heavy, so I'm not really worried about it, like, you know, thinning out the middle of my hair. Honestly, my hair feels so light, y'all. Like, I could just easy breezy, beautiful. Mind your business. No, I'm just playing. With my hair being shorter, it's a lot lighter. It's just fluffier. It's more airy. Like, it just feels really good. And last but not least, as far as the pros, honestly, I can go on and on about the pros. Another major one that I would say is that it's hot outside, okay? So I don't be wanting all that hair to be on my neck and just hot, and ooh, that's like honestly one of the worst things ever about having long hair. It's like in the summertime, you have to just be really worried about extra long hair, and it's hot, it's all on your neck, you sweating. The convenience of having shorter hair is that I can swing my hair back into a ponytail and I'm good. Like, I don't have to even worry. Even like when you have longer locks and you put it into a ponytail, it's still gonna be hanging down your back and down your neck, and you still gonna be hot. But with me having shorter hair, I can put it back into a ponytail and my hair is completely off of my shoulders, it's off of my neck, you know, and I can fit it into a ponytail. Now, it's not short to the point where I can't, but like, I still, hold on, let me show y'all. This is what it would look like if I were to put it into a ponytail. So I still got some length to it, and thank goodness, honestly, because if my hair wasn't as long as it was, you know, I probably wouldn't be as okay with it, you know, but because I had so much hair to chop off, I still feel like I'm really in love with the look. So now let's move into the cons. I don't really have too many. I think I only have maybe like 2 that I wanted to mention. The first one, and the most obvious one, is that when you have shorter locks, you can't do as many styles, right? Like, so you can't be as versatile versus if you had longer locks. So with longer locks, I can do all types of barrel twists, all these lock pedal buns, and all this different stuff, and it'll look very full. But with shorter locks, I can't really do that anymore. So that's what I would say, like, which, to be honest, is not even really a con for me, because I've had my hair for so long that I don't really care about having a whole bunch of styles at this point. Like, I'm just happy that my hair is, you know, short and healthy and convenient. If you're a person who, if you really enjoy rocking a lot of different styles, you're really gonna love when your hair gets to that length, because you can have like endless fun with your hair. Like, pretty much anything that a person who has loose natural hair can do, you can do it with your locks if they're long enough. And the next con I would say is just like that pride of being able to tell people like, oh yeah, I've had my locks for almost 17 years, and then I actually have a product to show for it. Like, people used to stop me all the time, y'all, and I don't even mean that to be cocky. Like, people would stop me a lot in stores and like everywhere and just be like, oh my God, how long have you had your locks? They're so long. I felt like there was a sense of pride in me being able to like show off the length of my hair, and I don't have that no more. So, you know, now it's like with them being shorter, I'm like, like, I feel like I'm, you know, now like the girls who have had their hair for like 4 years or 3 years or something like that, you know, and I'm like, no, put some respect on my name. And that's not really a con, to be honest. It's just something, like I said, I feel like being that inspiration for people is something that I feel like I'm gonna miss. Like, I know, and I still get compliments on my hair now, don't get me wrong, but I don't get compliments on the length, you know, because it's not, like, I feel like my length is not something that most people would be surprised to see versus before when my hair was legitimately down my back. So people will always just be like, oh my God, your hair, you know. But any regrets overall, to be honest, I don't have no regrets. I have 0 regrets about cutting my hair. The length, the convenience, like the confidence, just the easy maintenance routine, like everything honestly is 10 out of 10, would highly recommend it. But yeah, so I just wanted to hop on camera to just give you guys the tea behind why I actually cut my locks, you know. So if you enjoyed it, please let me know. Don't forget to, again, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know, like, if you're having some lock struggles, and if so, what are you doing? Like, for those of you who have had your locks for a long time, have you had to start over completely, or have you ever cut your hair into a bob, or just anything like that? Let me know in the comments. And that's gonna be the end of this video, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.